past all this and understand what's actually happening. Nations around the world, all modern nations around the world, have the same debt-based system.
All right, Greg,
that
shut your mouth.
System.
We've heard enough out of you. So today's video, I'm going to be talking about drugs and alcohol on the road as a nomad, and if it's worth it. Just basic shit about alcohol. You know, I'm just going to ramble on a little bit, and I think if you want, I think we should have a shot together. If you want to have a shot with me. Now, the only reason why I picked up this Grand Canyon vodka was because, you know, it's very strange around here. They have alcohol at Walmarts and in grocery stores, so that makes things pretty damn tempting. But that's not my excuse. You know, I've always kind of dealt with addiction throughout my whole life. You know, it all kind of started when I was younger. The people I hung around with. You know, it started with cigarettes, basically. And I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. I finally got rid of the cigarettes, and I personally don't think really that there's anything wrong with drinking, or it's going to be just a small shot, because that's all I'm going to have. So this is all my opinion, by the way. I don't feel that there's really anything wrong with drinking occasionally, and maybe even smoking some marijuana occasionally. But there's things that I believe that I'm just going to come out and say right now. Well, first of all, there's some facts. Fact of the matter is alcohol, marijuana, cigarettes, that stuff all costs money. So if you're trying to live cheap on the road and you're drinking $10 worth of alcohol a day, you're smoking a pack a day, you're up to $16. And let's just say you smoke a little bit of weed. Hell, you're up to $20 a day easily. Which means you're up to $600 a month in stuff that you do not need. Now, I haven't been a regular marijuana smoker for, I would say, at least 6 years. It's probably 2014, 2015 when I gave it up. And don't get me wrong, I've smoked since. It's a constant battle, you know. It's very easy for me to fall off the wagon on something like that. But the one thing that helped me is, for some reason, when I got older, I got more paranoid. Like I quit smoking weed for 6 months. I tried it again, and I had a panic attack. So instantly, I'm like, no way, I'm done with this. So that's what it's like for me. I'm sure if I started smoking and built up my tolerance, I would probably be fine. Well, let's have the shot. We got to make this quick. So the biggest thing for people on the road is it costs a lot of money. The only reason I bought this bottle was because it was on sale for $13. It's vodka. It's pretty freaking gross. God, that's pretty... It's okay if you're a vodka drinker. It's probably pretty good, but I am not a drinker. I have never had a problem with drinking. And that's why I think after this bottle, I'm going to wrap it up. Because I've dealt with addiction enough to know when it starts to grab onto you. When you go do your thing throughout the day, you go to work or you do whatever, and you get to a point where you start looking forward to getting home to having that beer, let's just admit it. That's a problem is beginning. And that's where I'm at now. I kind of started looking, you know, it started with that Carolyn's. I started getting the Carolyn's, and then I had to stop myself from getting Carolyn's because it tastes so damn good. So I stopped myself from getting the Carolyn's because it was just too many calories. I can't be putting that many calories into my system. So then I went and bought, you know, I have one left. Let me show you. I went and bought a 10-pack of these. They're actually really good. The only one I didn't like so far was the cinnamon. But some people might like it. It was just really cinnamony. So then I bought those. And then I saw this on sale and I bought this. Now, it's time for me to cut it off because I can't even be spending. I know what happens. I know how addictions begin, and I don't want to be spending that kind of money on the road. So I don't smoke cigarettes, I don't smoke weed, and I'm going to get back off the alcohol again, especially when I'm moving. Another reason not to drink alcohol would probably be if you plan on driving a lot. You don't want to even take the chance of getting into trouble with the law. And then this being in my fridge, I suppose in a moving vehicle, it's considered an open bottle. I mean, maybe even just having the keys on the table here and having this in here, that could be an open bottle because I could easily just get in the front seat and take off. So it's dangerous. You're asking for trouble. Granted, you're probably not going to get in trouble because police only like to really pick on kids and stuff like that. But that's the main two reasons, just getting hooked on it and just the cost. The cost alone. I mean, there is the health. You could develop some liver problems and stuff like that if you start getting serious with the drinking and with the smoking. You could blacken your lungs and get lung cancer and stuff like that. But see, now with marijuana, that's one thing that I have totally destroyed. I ruined it. I smoked every day for since I was probably 20 years old. I was a daily smoker, and I didn't quit till I was like 40. So 20-year addiction, daily marijuana smoker. And I was a hard worker. It didn't affect me with my job and stuff like that. I just plowed right through it. But, if I had to go a day without it, I would get pretty crabby. And if I had to go more than a day without it, I would start going through some withdrawals. I mean, it's not the worst addiction. It's not the hardest thing to quit. It's actually pretty easy. I've gotten to be pretty much professional at quitting marijuana. So if you're totally clean and you smoke for 1 day, you'll have a 1 day withdrawal. You smoke 2 days, you'll have a 2 day withdrawal. You smoke 3 days, you have a 3 day withdrawal. And then after that, it doesn't work day for day. 2 weeks. If you're smoking daily for 2 weeks, it'll probably take you 5-6 days to get off it. But I mean, it takes a full month for it to get out of your system completely. So I cannot smoke marijuana because I'm an addict for life. I can still drink because I haven't ruined that. I haven't become an alcoholic. But once you become an alcoholic or a potaholic or whatever it is you're addicted to, you can't go back. And if you do, you got to get back out right again. It's okay to relapse. Relapses happen. But you just got to get back on that horse. Get back on that wagon. And put it in the past. You know what? I fucked up. I'm getting back on that wagon. If you give up and say, you know what, I fucked up, I'm just going to keep getting wasted every day, well, that's going to be nothing but trouble. So drinking on the road is okay if you can moderate it. But for me personally, I know my addictive attitude. I know how I am. After this, I might not even finish it. I might just dump it out. I might get to a point where I might just dump it out. I don't even know why I bought it. So one other thing is I don't really get drunk. Because, I don't have anybody to really drink with anyways. But I'll just catch that little bit of a buzz. Like I got a little bit of a pretty good head buzz right now. I feel it right between my eyes. Wow. Off of one little shot. And I feel it settling in my stomach. I can definitely see how this could become addicting. So that's my thing with alcohol, cigarettes, and marijuana, and all other drugs, is that it's just too damn expensive. And you really don't want to become dependent on this stuff either. Because you got to drive. Sitting out here in the boring ass, that's what I blame it on. That's what I'm blaming it on. Sitting out here in the boring ass desert with nothing to do. But I'll go for a walk. I'll go burn this stuff off. I won't have any more. I'll probably wait till 8 o'clock this evening and have another. No, not that late. Probably 6, 7 o'clock this evening and have another shot. Actually, I think I'll probably drink this because I like this much better. I don't like the taste of this vodka. I don't know why. I just don't like it. This stuff actually tastes really good. It's stronger than hell. 99 proof. 50% alcohol. Yeah, all because of the Carolines. The tasty, delicious Carolines got me started. And that stuff is good, guys, if you like to drink. Ooh, Carolyn's is so good. But anyway, that's the end of the video. I just want to talk about that. Save money. Don't drink. Don't get addicted to drugs. Because you need to have money for dentistry. Oh, by the way, update. My tooth pain is going away. I think that antibiotics is working. So, we'll see. I'll know more by tomorrow. Tomorrow for sure. If there's no pain, yeah, it's definitely working. And then I'm going to schedule an appointment to go somewhere in Mexico and have this rear tooth pulled and the one in front of it root canaled and capped or crowned. So alright guys, see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace. Oh, and safe travels.